Do you ever look at your paycheck and think, how am I making six figures and still feel broke? It's one of the most common things I hear from dads, and honestly, I felt it too. You're working hard, you're providing for your family, maybe you're making more than you ever had before, but somehow it still feels like there's never enough left over. I've worked with hundreds of families over the years in the finance space, with guys making 100K, 250, or even half a million a year, and they all have told me the same thing. Tom, I should feel ahead by now, but I don't. And you know what? They're not wrong to feel that way. The numbers don't lie. The cost of living, raising kids, and maintaining a lifestyle has exploded over the past decade, but there's something else going on too. It's not just about inflation or taxes. It's about how we use our money once it hits our account. So in this video, I want to break down the four biggest reasons why even dads making great money still feel broke. We'll discuss lifestyle creep, how our spending quietly rises with our income, the hidden costs of family life and those everyday expenses we underestimate, having no clear system, and why we lose control even when we earn more money. And the simple fix is what I call your freedom margin and how to use it. So let's start with the big one, lifestyle creep. Here's how this all happens. You get a raise, maybe you get a bonus, or maybe your business picks up and you think, finally, we can breathe a little bit. So you upgrade the car, you book that nicer vacation, you start grabbing dinner out more often because you've been busy. And hey, listen, I still do this myself and you probably deserve it. You've worked for it. But the problem is every time our income goes up, our spending naturally follows with it. And most of the time it follows just a little bit faster. That's why you can make 100,000, 300,000, or even a million a year and still feel like you're chasing your tail. It's not that you're careless, it's that our expectations rise with our income. You used to think if I could just make six figures, I'd be set. Then you hit that goal and life adjusts. Your house, your car, your vacations, your kids' activities and sports, everything starts to move up along with our income. And here's the trap. It happens so slowly that you don't notice it until you realize you're working harder than ever, but you're not feeling the payoff. And even if you somehow avoid lifestyle creep, there's another silent money leak most of us never think about, and it's hiding in your everyday family expenses. So let's talk about that next. So if you have kids, you already know this, raising a family is friggin' expensive, right? Between daycare, sports, groceries, school clothes, birthday parties, vacations, it all adds up, right? When my kids started playing sports, I thought, all right, great, maybe just a couple $100 for equipment and we'd be good. Turns out that's definitely not the case, right? There's tournament fees, snacks, eating out, because most of the games and tournaments are 30 minutes to an hour away from our house. And then there's just the travel, right? Spending money on gas alone. So it's a lot. And you don't really find this out until you're deep into the season. Your kid loves it at this point, right? They love their sport. So you bite the bullet and stick with it. But the next thing you know is that $200 sport turns into $1,000 or more a season. And I have two kids, so it's even more than that. And for those families who have three or four kids, I I have empathy for you. I don't know how some of these families do it. Now, my wife and I were more than happy and willing to spend our money on our kids playing sports. I actually believe it's an investment and helps them build great character. But most parents underestimate how much these family expenses quietly eat into their raises or their bonuses. You might get a $10,000 raise, but if daycare, groceries, the insurance jumps up by $800 a month, that raise is gone before you even see it. And the crazy thing is, none of it feels like you're wasting money. It's all stuff that matters, right? Taking care of your family, giving your kids good experiences, trying to be a great dad and parent. But what it does mean is if you don't plan for it, these costs erase the progress you thought you were making almost behind the scenes. And even if you track every expense perfectly, there's still one major reason most dads feel broke, and it's not what you're spending. It's that you don't have a system guiding your money in the first place. So let me show you. Here's the reality of what happens if you don't give your money a job. It'll simply get spent, guys. Most of us get paid, then we pay the bills as they pop up, and whatever's left over at the end of the month, that's what we might save or invest. But when you do that, you're always reacting, right? There's no plan, there's no structure. So What I found for people that does work is every dollar that comes in has to have a job. If it doesn't, it's almost guaranteed to disappear and get spent. And this is where most dads get stuck. We assume earning more will solve all our problems. But if the system doesn't change, nothing will change. And so what's the system? It doesn't have to be complicated, but think of your income like a team. Every dollar on that team has a role. Some of it goes to defense, that's your bills and necessities, and some goes to offense, that's your investing, saving, and paying off debt. And some goes to fun because we still need to enjoy life, right? And have some fun every now and then. But when you automate that structure, when money starts flowing intentionally instead of accidentally, that's when you finally start to feel momentum. And to make this system even more simple, I use one quick number. It's a quick snapshot that tells me exactly how much freedom I have each month. And it's what I call your freedom margin. So let's break this down. Your freedom margin is your monthly free cash flow. It's how much money comes into your bank accounts minus how much goes out. That's it. So it's what's left over on a monthly basis. But it's powerful because it gives you visibility. If you don't know this number, you're basically flying blind. So let's say you bring in $10,000 a month after taxes and your total expenses are $8,000. That's $2,000 left over. So that's your freedom margin. That $2,000 is what gives you options. You can pay yourself first by automatically investing part of it. You can pay down high interest debt. You can build your emergency fund. You can even use a portion for guilt-free fun money and spend it on whatever the heck you want. The point is you're being intentional, right? You're being proactive because when you have a plan for that extra cash, you stop wondering, where did it all go, right? And the feeling of I'm always behind starts to fade away. So the goal isn't perfection here, guys. It's just awareness and trying to make progress. It's knowing exactly what your money's doing so you can make better choices going forward. And here's the best part. When you start tracking your freedom margin month by month, you'll start to notice something. Even small wins add up fast. An extra $200 here, $300 there, it all starts to compound. And that's how you build real financial confidence. Now, here's the deeper reason this all matters. It's not just about the money, it's about freedom, right? Almost everybody I talk to wants the same thing, to have enough time, energy, to have enough money to be with their family without feeling stressed about the next bill or the next paycheck coming in next month. But that won't happen by accident. It happens when you decide to stop being reactive and start being intentional and proactive. That's what this whole next level dad thing is about. Taking ownership, taking action, being accountable, building habits that give you control and not anxiety, and showing your kids what financial leadership looks like at home. Because believe it or not, guys, they're watching us. Whether you think they are or not, they're learning from what we do to how we handle money, to how we handle stress, and how we lead our homes. You don't have to be perfect. I'm very far from perfect, but you just have to start, right? You have to take action. So do those 4 things and you'll go from feeling broke to feeling in control. If you want my free templates to calculate your freedom margin and start organizing your money, join my Next Level Dad community. Link is in the description below. Inside, I share simple systems like this that'll help you gain control of your money and your habits so you can lead your family by example. So thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.